Hey, good morning, fellas. This is for Brennan and Dale. This is going to be a demo video for you for both of your guys' Codas. You had both wanted them clean with my brass chamber add-ons, but then each of you had some unique things that you wanted done to the saber. All right, so we'll go over them one by one on my desk in detail. I'll show you what I did. I'll show you the etched shrouds that I've got for both of you from my buddy Carl over at Vaults of Valhalla, and then you'll notice in the demo, because that is what I do first before this, when I get to the convergence font, I noticed that the blade was yellow and the LEDs here in the crystal chamber were purple. I had meant for everything to be purple, so I've since gone back, changed the blade style to purple on both of your guys' convergence fonts. Alright, so we'll go over my desk. I'll go over these. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll get them out to you guys first thing Monday morning. Thanks. Alright, gents, Brennan and Dale, I've got both of your Codas here. Thank you guys so much for your support on this run, and then also for your patience. I had to wait a little bit for your guys' crystal chambers to come in, but I've got both of your Codas here. They are different in many ways. Both of you asked for an etched shroud, so I'll be including that in your box. There's one for each of you. This, of course, being the pattern that my buddy Carl over at Vaults of Valhalla came up with, and then I bought that from him for this run, so this has been laser etched from me here in house. All right, so thank you over to Carl for coming up with the design. Nice and deep laser etches. Each of you will get one of these, so I'm going to put these off to the side. Let's see here. We're going to go over this one first just because it's over on the bottom, and we'll put this one to the side. So this one belongs to Brennen. Brennen, you had got my crystal chamber add-on. Actually, both of you did, but you had asked me to bore this out for a 1-inch blade, so that's what I did for you here. Normally the saber, of course, takes a 7/8 inch blade. So KR Sabers lit PCB in there. This is your blade retention. All right, the blade retention, it's a little bit longer now because it was sized for a 7/8 inch socket, but that's okay, it works just fine. All right, so your blade retention, we'll use that here in a second. 2-button setup, your power right here, auxiliary right here. All right, an 8-pixel LED strip here. To get to your chassis, rather, just unscrew your handle, and this is your chassis. All right, so this is my brass chamber add-on that you wanted with its own crystal in there. You opted for the clean version, so I left everything clean. This is your chassis over here, Proffie V3, access to your SD card and your micro USB, kill switch in front of the board here, 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker, removable battery setup, so spring side here for the negative side of your battery, please. Battery is a tight fit on purpose, so cradle the chassis, push the battery down, clip it in. All right, this is a protected cell 18650 key power in this case. I just take the sticker off. All right, flip the kill switch on. As you can see, you've got some animation here and some animation in your crystal chamber. All right, you can see that almost all the way around there. Both of these sabers are running my sound font, Apologize font. You've got sound fonts from all of my runs here. You've got the Coda font, the Scrap Tech font, the Convergence font, and the Apologize font. All right. Copy of the config files on the SD card. If we hit power, your crystal will go to matching the blade. And then this will ramp up in animation right here. But that's what the crystal chamber looks like with the with the handle off of it, rather. Twist off function. Come over here and put the handle on. Should screw right on for you. Hit power. You get some really nice sound with the handle on. All right, let's put a blade in here. Let's put a 1-inch blade in here. So we'll back this out of the socket. You don't have to take it all the way out. Just make sure it's out of the way. Come over here and we'll put a 1-inch blade in. Come all the way down and hit the pins. Lock this down. Come over here and hit power. Now you, sir, are lighting up a 1-inch blade. onto the Scrap Tech font.
Convergence.
New Convergence font. Saber hasn't come out yet, but the sound font has. All of these fonts are by my dude Kasith, except for the Apologize font, which was made by my good friend Jesse over at Kyberphonic for me.
Coda.
Coda. This being the sound font that was made for this particular saber.
Apologize.
And we're back to apologize. All right. Go ahead and take the blade out here. Screw this back down so I don't forget to do that. Come over here and take the handle off. I'm going to hit power real quick. Over here and flip the switch, and that kills power like it should. All right. Coming over here to the positive side of the battery by your speaker. If you can't get it with your finger, just take a flat piece of something. In this case, I'm going to use a shroud because I've got it right here, but just pop it out like that. And that's basically how you use that guy. So Brennen, that's how you use your Coda. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, so I'm going to put this off to the side real quick, and then we were going to go over yours, Dale. So also yours has some very specific things that you had requested. First one being you wanted a little radioactive symbol laser etched right here in between the switch and the LED housing. So that's what you've got right there. Okay. Yours running the 7/8" blade, but still a KR Sabers lit PCB. You can kind of see the difference with the blade retention there as opposed to a 1", right? Just because I bored it out, but I didn't cut that down at all. I didn't want to cut that off. All right. Again, power here, auxiliary back here, 8-pixel strip. Opening yours up to get to your chassis. You had specifically requested a 28mm dark side speaker, so that's what you've got right here. All right. Other than that, the chassis itself and the crystal chamber looks identical to Brennen's, but the clean version. Spring side, key power 18650. Snap that down, kill switch right here. Now, along with the radioactive sign, the dark side speaker, you had specifically requested that I put a Neopixel accent on the top and bottom of this crystal. So what I did was made yours do this when the saber is off. It'll match the blade color of the font. But when you turn it on, the upper pixel here will shoot down some blue LED. It looks like broken circuitry. All right, so if you pay attention here, let me turn the light off. I'll hit power. So that will flicker on and off. As you can see there, like the crystal will go back to red and then it flickers, and it does that on everyone, okay? Something that does pick up a little bit better in person than on camera, but I hope that it's picking up to where you can see that. If we went to another font.
Scrap Tech.
Let's go to the Coda.
Convergence. Coda.
The green one is very easy to see that. You can see that blue shining through and flickering, and then it stops, right? That's what we've got there. All right, we'll go ahead and put the handle on this guy. Lock it down and hit power. And we've got the dark side base. All right, let's throw a blade in yours. Yours, of course, like I said, takes the original 7/8" variety. All right, so we'll hold that down, lock it down here. Blaster bolts is just tapping. Blade lockup is holding it down and hitting the saber. All right.
Apologize.
Apologize font.
Scrap Tech.
ahead and take the back or the blade out of here rather. Tighten this back up. Turn it on. And flip it off from right there. All right. And then pop your battery out just like that. So that, Dale, is how you work your convergence together with yours and Brennan's. Fellas, let me know if you have any questions. It is Saturday today, so it is my intention to get these out in the mail to you first thing on Monday. All right, thanks.